Consider the untrue sluggard, what works all day with no overseer. Israel, there's not sleeping in summer. There's no sleeping in summer.
So we continue. I'm over here at the boatyard, you know. And we fixing on these holes, working on this hole. So here's what we do. We patching the holes. So I'm mixing up regular resin with the hardener, just like that. After I already drilled it out and smoothed it out. So you see, there's no more wet spot there no more. So after the wet, so now when you put the fiberglass on it, then now it covers the wet spot and the hole spot. That's how that get down right here. So we have many holes over here. You see that all the way up to here. So you can see that right there. What I will do is sand it down after I'm done. But see, I got a lot more down here I'm working on. See, all these ain't ready yet. And once I get them all ready, then I'm gonna sand it down and get ready for the painting. So give thanks. I'm in here, me working on making the patches for the holes. So you gotta cut them out. I use some scissors here, and I got my resin there and my hardener over there. So yeah, so the main thing is you want it to fit the hole. What you say? Put some numbers on there so we can pay attention to what we are doing. So cover the whole. Some of these I still need to grind down more because you want to get all this extra material. You want to get it out there. So you shouldn't have nothing like that. You want it smooth. Even some of these have that grinder mark. That's not good. I want it smooth like that or more like this. That's the one you want. And then that's the one you put the patch over right there. So these are just skills that we have to know for the Gideon. It's the Gideon war. So you have to be able to do the things that it's going to take to get the boat ready for whatever it is it need to get ready for. And for now, you already know what this boat getting ready for. That's the part, Yeah, because Marcus Garvey done knew about the ocean already.
We of the Universal Liberal Movement Association are raising the cry of Africa for the Africans, those at home and those abroad. The great problem of the Negro for the last 500 years has been black opportunity. No one or no organization ever succeeded in uniting to liberate.
They can't handle me, nigga. Red, gold, and green. Polyers from the dirty south. Nigga like
so,
on the creek, family. Red, gold, and green.
So unlike a lot of these sailors out here in Florida, I gotta be probably one of the most on the bottom of the economy scale. So the way I fix my boat is and get the materials it costs to fix the boat is I gotta work these jobs out here. So if it's construction, fast food, driving, you name it. So I be out here collecting honey from bees. Better ask somebody. You know, I get this money because, you know what I'm saying?
Bless it.
I got responsibilities.
So we there as I continue to fix on the boat. Right now I'm cutting out for the holes that I'm still filling, so I'm still continuing to cut out the holes using these scissors here. So I just cut out these I find on the boat here. You know, I still got pieces that the holes that have not been covered, so fit there. I usually put about 3 on. So I'm gonna finish these holes, and I still got a lot to go. And I strip the coating off the end of the tip of, and so there was fiberglass there that was soft. So I'm now going to turn this into a solid rock of fiberglass because I don't like that fiberglass up there soft like that. So I got my fiberglass pre-cut ready for that spot right there. So here, Jack, that's the fire ride. We're gonna keep this thing going and we're, you know, getting that star liner ready for action. Yeah, so I'm up here on the ladder, and as you see, I have some water damage here. This is an old ship, so somebody must have wrecked this ship before, and then they put this epoxy or this filler over the fiberglass without actually fixing the fiberglass. So now I'm gonna have to put new fiberglass on here, make this solid as a rock, remove all this stuff that they had on here which is causing water to leak in on my core, and do some wood repairs up here and some sealing. I took this part off so that I could see the extent of the fiberglass damage. So I'm gonna fiberglass over this hole I made, and you know, this fiberglass to get this thing looking better. So just showing you that problem down. I'm about to show ones how to go ahead and mix the fiberglass resin. So we got the polyester laminate and resin right there. I got my hardener right here. So what you want to do is, it is 12 drops of hardener for every ounce of resin. You got that? So I'm gonna drop these drops inside this hardener. This is 4 ounces. I'm on my last 12 drop. 2, 3. Sidi sawa cement zetan asa hulet. Alright, that's all those drops right there. And that little hard lesson in how to count. So here, you know, you start that up in there. Now it's activated. Now it'll harden, so you gotta be fast or it'll harden up and then you lose money on resin. So get ready. I'm about to show y'all how to do this. It's good to wear gloves, you know, because this resin get on your skin is very uncomfortable. So I grab my patches right here. I'll grab like 2 or 3 in my hand. Then I find the hole I want to patch. This one on the camera that you can see. So this one looks like a good one. I'll hold the bucket up under there so I don't drip resin all over the place. Add that. Then I add my patch. Like that. Then I go ahead and coat the outside of it with more resin. And you see I hold the bucket up under it so I could catch all the extra stuff coming out. So I get it real wet. Just like that, get it real wet. Then I add another patch. Then I get this one wet on the outside too with the paintbrush. So once this paintbrush done, it's done forever. So you better be fast and you wise with your time and your supplies. And I'm gonna make sure there's no air underneath the coat. So now here's my third patch. Get better time. I gotta do this fast so that I don't lose money on fiberglass. This stuff is expensive. I mean, it's not terrible. So we're over here sanding on the other side of the boat. On the rudder. This is the rudder here. Looks like it had got some extensive damage. As you can see up there, I'm gonna put some fiberglass on there. We got a crack in between there. So I'm gonna have to fiberglass it. That's why I sanded this part right here on both sides. You know, this side right here, you already know we've been working on this side. So these damages on this side were bigger, well, the water was getting in. And on this side, I just been over here sanding out these barnacle parts. We have a lot of them, but they're not so big. As you can see, there's a lot of those. So we're gonna have to either gel coat it or put a fiberglass filler over those holes since they're not so big where you're gonna have to put fiberglass on them. I'm gonna see if I get away with a filler. Yeah, so that's what's going on. We going through, and this is how you get it done. That you're painting it on time. You gotta paint it on time so that the barnacles don't get a chance to attach and grow, and then you have to do this job again. That's also why I got the boat at a better price, because it's been neglected. fiberglass like that. But as you can see, it's still rough and there's edges on it. So that's what I was doing, is I take the sander and I go over it until it becomes flat like that. And it becomes flat, and then you're gonna get that consistency that go through there. I'm gonna tighten up on some of the edges. I got some dust fiberglass I mixed with the resin. But as you can see, that's what this has all been about, and that's the outcome. So we getting it ready now. As you see, I've been working on this side of the boat too. This side of the boat don't have so many big damaged holes on it. It has these little barnacles on it, as you can see right there. These are the little ones. So it don't have the big, because I believe whoever parked this boat, they parked it in a place. You know, I bought the boat second hand, of course. They parked it in a place to where the sun was getting on one side more than the other side, and that caused the barnacles to grow more. So you see it's a 40 foot with a 2 mast on it. That's my wind turbine up there. So you see, but as you can see, this side has the bigger holes on it. This has the bigger holes. So this is the side I believe that was exposed to the sun, and that side don't have such barnacle damage because it was out the sun. And as you can see on my rudder, it have extensive damage on both sides, you know. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of fiberglass working on this. You see that damage? It's all over the place. And these are all the little barnacles, but they didn't get a chance to get deep in there to where they could cause that big swell like the other side. So I'm gonna patch up these. I'm gonna grind them up, patch them up. As you see, some still, you know, need some more grinding. This is an example. And you see it'll be wet under that hole, and that's why you want to dig that out. And so you get out, it's smooth like that, then you can cover it with some fiberglass and sand it. Keep the fire burning, people. Because highlights and lots, they go to the highest, you know. Navy, airplane, general, everything. Ja, that's the fire. See that? A lot of work more to do, so let's keep it going. Yeah, thanks. Keep it moving. So I'm over here cutting fiberglass out and making these circles, you know, off of that fiberglass, using these scissors over there. There's my resin. And like on this side of the boat, you see, it had a lot of little barnacles. So now I'm covering every little one with the fiberglass, so we don't have those indentions. You see how that indention in there? But see, when you put the fiberglass, it's on straight. Then once they all on there, then I'll just go to sanding it and get that bowl effect. As you see, there's a bunch of little ones, and I'm leaving the gel coat on there so that I can have extra protection, and you know, and I'm budgeting, you know, so you know it's not gonna hurt to leave that extra gel coat on there and then paint my copper coat on it. Then I got extra protection. So I'm going through. The rudder was real bad right there. The rudder was real bad, so I had to really go at it. It had a real weak part right here that went in deep, so I had to fill a lot of fiberglass there. You know. So that's how it's looking right there, like that. And I filled in the cracks here, and I fiberglass this. You know, I'm gonna have to fiberglass that. It must have hit something with the owner before me. So this is how it's looking. And you see, once I sand it, that's how it'll look. You see what I'm saying? It goes straight to it. And see, that's the whole principle, is to make sure that the fiberglass don't have no weak spots. See, like in here, I'm gonna still have to put some fiberglass there. You understand? Here. And to catch all the little, so that you don't have no indentions. That's the main one. Bring it back to its flat status. So I got a lot of little ones here to fill in. just little ones, just little ones. And then I'll sand it, make it flat, and get ready to paint it. And as you can see, here is where all the big ones that haven't sanded yet. So when I sand that down, it's gonna look like that. See? So there's a little one I gotta fill in. Yeah, so this is how it's done. And I'm working up there. That fiberglass had a leak from the top on the wood. That's why I had to take the wood off. And water was getting in on the back and causing the fiberglass to get real weak. So I'm gonna fix the wood, put some more sealant to where water can't get in on the top, and then I'm making this fiberglass and all this in, and then I'm gonna sand it and get it flat looking and get ready to paint it. Then you won't even be able to tell that there was any damage there at all. But whoever had this boat before really neglected it, so all I'm doing is basically fixing all the neglect that was put on it over the years. I only had this boat like 2 years, you see. So it ain't my fault it looked like this, but that's how, you know, this job I'm doing, you know, is very expensive. If you used to get someone to pay somebody to do this, you're talking about thousands of dollars, you know. So that's why I'm giving this tutorial, so that ones could see how to save, put that thousands of dollars into your own pocket, you know. Shoot, what you gonna give somebody all that money for when you can do it yourself? So that's what it's looking like right now, people. A boat coming past over there. That we right here next to a waterway. So that's what it is on the R7 Katamawa Express. Y'all better check that out. That stuff out there. So we're gonna be sanding the whole boat. And it's very important that you sand every inch when you're doing a job like this, because there's going to be water that penetrated deeper in some parts, and then some parts it just penetrated a little. Sometimes the water will just get under the paint. You understand? So if it just get under the paint, you just need to shave off that little paint section so that the new paint, because you don't need no hiding places to where the paint ain't, when I put on the copper coat paint, to where the paint will fully go on and it won't be no hiding places. Let me give you some examples. Now you see stuff like this. If I was just to paint over that and I don't sand that down, there'll be possibility for water to get up in between. So that's why all of this must be sanded down. You see all that paint, all stuff like this, all they gotta be sanded down. You understand? To where it's something like this. And you see, even that need to get sanded down more. Cause see, stuff like this right here, this is how the water swells start inside of there. You understand? And get like this. See, that has fiberglass over it and it's been sanded down. So I'm just fiberglass up everything, as you can see. I did fiberglass in the bottom section. And then where it ain't even, I'll add some more fiberglass till to get that back to its original. So the 7 just passed, so we kept that 7. And now we're back out here back to work. Because, you know, it's dreadful and terrible, the Georgia. And the situation legendary. The man was out at sea at the age of 23. So, you know, we had to go to such what you would call drastic measures, you know, because we want peace, you know. This we could hail Jah Rastafari for their unity of love. So here we is. You see, this is the fiberglass now repairs. So I've already put the fiberglass down. Now I sanded it down so now you get that smooth look. But as you can see, there's still a lot of bumps. You know, I want to do this perfect, and I've seen other people that do it who have more money. But see, this is Ghetto Youth International. One love, big up all Leader Marley crew. So we gotta use what we have, what's accessible for us to get this boat ready. And what else? You know, that's the question. If you ever know, that's a 40 foot. So, see? So, now this I didn't sand, so you can see it's bumpy, it's rigid. So I put the fiberglass over, and now I'm gonna sand that smooth. Sanding smooth.
All the music you're hearing on this program is on our original sound. We can share this music with this program and encourage ones to become a patron and get the hot tracks that I'm gonna be singing. New releases. You'll get Zion TV. You'll get Zion Productions of the movement of Jah people. And so we have many things to share with people who are interested in the works of Rastafari. So by becoming a patron, you will learn, as King David wrote, that my people die because of lack of knowledge. So you about to get, and he also wrote that wisdom is more valuable than gold. So that's what this type of program is about, is to instill wisdom on people. You know,